This is Jacob Tapia, and I'm just wanting to do a little tutorial today just to kind of show you about sermon uh, organization, basically categorizing and storing your sermons. Now this is just kind of a look at how I keep my sermons organized. Over the years with the various computers that I've had, I've always kept a database, folders of the sermons that I've preached. This goes all the way back to 2001. I was still in Bible school at the time, and I did attend Gateway College. It's now Urshan College, and learned a lot. Have a lot of great insight from there, and that's where I really cut my teeth, learning some of the different aspects of preaching. And it's where I started keeping a database of my sermons. As you can see here, I have a Bible Sermon Notes category, and I'm just going to open that up and show you just kind of how I organize my notes. Now, you may say, why is this important? Well, you're always going to be studying, you're always going to be building a database, and what I was finding is that I was preparing messages from certain passages, and I would it was kind of like, why should I keep re-studying the same thing? So I wanted to create a database where I could basically study once and then have it for the rest of my life, essentially. So you can see how I just take the name, I just put the name first, and then the particular chapter. And so what I will do after I put that particular title in there, then I put my notes below it. So I have Galatians 1, just kind of give a little synopsis here, and then after this is talking about Paul after his conversion, his background, and kind of the preparation he had for ministry. So you can see how I make an application that we should not be so quick to think we're spinning our wheels doing local pastoral work. It's preparing me for the next phase of ministry. And a lot of times under here I'll put keywords. This particular one I haven't, so this could be preaching, ministry, young ministers, call of God, and you can put anything you want in there, but it's just a way to categorize and actually make it searchable. So when you're searching in your database, you can find these different things by searching keywords. So that's kind of how I set it up, and I go chapter by chapter. Some people may want to do it differently. Sometimes I'll put the scripture there so you can see I have the chapter, and then I have the verse where I print the verse out, and then I begin to do word studies, some of my thoughts, etc., maybe even some copy and paste some commentary on it, some points that I would use maybe to prepare a sermon, but really they come from Bible study first. So that's really the first place you want to start when you're preparing sermons. You want to be in the Word. You want to be creating a database like this that you can go to at times when you maybe you're not feeling anything, or maybe you're not seeing anything as far as in your prayer time. You're not feeling any particular direction. So a lot of times I'll just start looking through some of these notes, and maybe even you can see down here, let's see, I have some different sermon titles. So that's kind of why I call this Bible, which would be Bible passages, and then sermon notes. These are notes that I have not yet put into sermon format. So love to hear what your way is, whatever you do for categorizing your sermons, for organizing them. I think it's a great way, and I'd encourage you to get started. So leave a comment in the notes below, or leave us a note, send an email. You can like this video, share it on social media, but would love to hear from you. This is Jacob Tapia.